Wow, here we are. I'm Courtney Quarantine, and today I'm going to talk about my collaboration with Unearthly Cosmetics. Before we get into everything though, hi, hello, welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, hi, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. If you want to check out any of my other work, any other things that I do, whether it be streaming, my photography, literally anything, it will be linked in the description down below. But if you are returning, hey bestie, hey, this is a really big day and I'm so glad that you're here, and thank you so much for being here and for watching. I'm going to try to summarize everything pretty quickly, but I do want to give like a little bit of a backstory because you know me, I do love a little bit of lore. Anyway, but this is really cool. This is a really cool day just to be able to tell you about this. The launch will be happening on 8/8/2025. So depending on when you're watching this, it is maybe already out and or it is very close. So I did just kind of want to give you a little bit of information, obviously if you're watching this before launch, just to give you a little more info on everything. Anyway, I'm getting a little ahead of myself. I just kind of wanted to chat for a brief moment because I have been such a huge fan of Unearthly Cosmetics for so long. It feels like it's been like 10 years. Realistically, I think it's been a few now, but I remember like the very first shades that I tried from them that I absolutely fell in love with. It was like Diana, Jeanette, Mandy, which again is going to be no surprise to any of you. And then when they came out with lip liners, I have been using those literally since they launched, and I have just been in love with them ever since. Particularly lip products I've really been obsessed with, but the palettes, the highlights, like there are so many things. Also too, actually, before I continue, because I know sometimes I forget this with the intro, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. I would love to have you here. Giving this video a like, giving it a thumbs up, and maybe commenting something down below. If you haven't already seen the collection, whether it be by me or Unearthly, maybe if there's like something that you suspect, if you're like, I know it's going to be this, put your guesses in the comments before I tell you. Something that I really kind of like to say over and over again is that you're never going to be surprised by a collab that you see from me. Like at least I don't want you to be. Like I want to surprise you. That's a whole other thing. I want to be like, surprise, here it is, like da-da-da. Like of course I want that. You're not going to be surprised in the sense that it will always be like kind of my favorite things. At least that's what I hope for, you know? I love makeup so much, and there are many things that feel very core and essential to me. However, I think one of the coolest things about makeup, other than like the self-expression of it all, is sharing it with you. So having other people tell me like, oh my god, I love this too, but finding people all over that enjoy the same things that I do, like they're like, oh, I love to see this in makeup, or I love to see this in this kind of way. It's so exciting to me. Like it makes me feel like, I've talked about this feeling before, like this kind of like sparkly kind of like, oh, I don't know, it's really cool. So to be able to sit here and get to show you my custom shades with Unearthly and just know that they'll be out in the world now, it is really a feeling that like I just can't express. I cannot put into words how it makes me feel. Unearthly, thank you so much for this. I'm gonna profusely thank you, and I know I already have, like in private and with you and talking with you. It's just been so exciting, but it really is a huge honor. I'm so excited every step of the way. It has been so fun to talk about these little details, and we have been talking about this for a very long time, which is kind of funny to think about because at least the samples of these that I have here, I've also had for honestly, it is very close to almost an entire full year now. And so I'll get into like explaining all of that, but I just wanted to take a second to thank Unearthly and also thank you for watching. And I know I will probably say this time and time again, and I know that I do, but it is important to me that I kind of get that out there too, because it is not just me. I am not the only one who is getting to like kind of go through this launch and experience this with you. You get to experience this with me, and we get to like, I don't know, it just feels like a big thing to be able to share with you all, and it doesn't feel so like isolated. It doesn't just feel like I'm like over here floating on my own planet. It really feels like a shared experience, and that is, I think, just one of the most delightful things about all of this is to be able to celebrate it with my community, with someone who maybe just is excited to see the shades or the product or, you know, whatever it is, someone who's a big fan of Unearthly. Like it is so cool. So thank you so much. But let's kind of get into the product now that I've yapped for a little bit. Allow me to introduce to you my Menacing cream lipsticks. Ooh. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. As you could probably guess, every little detail is really important to us, from the shine of the foil text to the moody forest in the background. But also I really want to point out the packaging here. It says Unearthly Courtney Quarantine, which is so cool. You will notice that each foil has a different kind of flash color to it, and that is also because of the shade. I am going to be going through each of these individually, and you will see kind of like each shade highlighted moving forward. But I will take a moment for the packaging as well because it's black with this like rainbow flash. Similar to the Menacing metals, it is magnetic as well, so you do get that closure. Now this is one of my personal sets, but we have Secrets, which is described as a cool mauve nude, which for me, this is like a perfect pinky nude that has a little bit of an edge to it, but is also a fantastic brightening shade. Next up is Eternal. Oh God. Which is described as a deep red brown, but if you were to ask me, this is my perfect vampire red. And finally, we have Lore. This is described as a gray blue, and for me, I had to have a shade like this. I needed a shade like this in general, in this way, and you know I love gray and blue, so Lore. Here they are swatched on my hand, which again, swatches on my hand will not tell you how it looks on your lips and on your face. And both Unearthly and I will include various swatches and different lip combos, especially with my favorite liners from them because the combinations really feel endless, but they're just so cool. Like I love these shades so much. It is probably very obvious, but I did get to name them as well. When I first started working on these shades, I really wanted a trio that you could mix and match and wear together, but every single time you combine 2 or 3 of these together, you're gonna get a different shade. I'm actually wearing all of the lipsticks on my lips right now, and you have seen this combination for literally almost a year. So whether you're using like Eternal as a base or Secrets as a base, I really hope that you enjoy playing with the combination of them because they truly are intended to be a trio. Each lipstick will be $18. You will be able to bundle them to be able to get a discount, or if you want to get one separately, you may do that as well. But thank you so much for any and all support and for just being here for the whole ride. Like this feels like such a journey with Unearthly specifically, and just like, oh my God, my heart. Anyway, I just wanted to tell you about these really quickly. By this time, launch is very, very soon, and I'm so excited. I feel so proud of these shades, and I cannot wait for you to get your hands on them. I love these so much, and I know you will too. Unearthly, thank you so much again for this. I love you so much. Thank you for trusting in my creative process and my vision and just like bringing it all to life in a really cool way. I just absolutely adore you. And again, thank you so much for getting excited with me, for being able to celebrate this with me. It really, really means a lot. I feel a huge sense of relief to finally be able to tell you about this because it's been so long, but it is absolutely worth it. Since September of last year, if you've literally asked me about what I was wearing and I maybe got a little shy with it, it was probably a combination of these. So thank you for your patience. And they're finally here. Again, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing and joining me here, giving this video a like, giving it a thumbs up, commenting something down below, maybe how you would combo these, or maybe the one that you least expected, although I feel like you're probably gonna be like, yeah, this makes sense. Like, obviously. But as always, thank you for being here, thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!